Hi, everyone. Let me adjust this here. Hey, everybody. Oh, no, I better not do that. It's too bright. Let me unbrighten it. Let me make it not as bright. Okay, I'm still setting up. Still setting up here. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm still setting up. We're getting there. For those of you just joining, well, I just started, so I'm Seth, and I'm a songwriter. I'm here to share original songs with you and for you. And we're just getting everything all the way it's supposed to be. Okay, let's see. So I'm doing something a little bit different tonight, so I have to do something a little... Oh, hold on. Let me make sure the sound is okay. I'm going to use the headphones to check the sound and make sure and everything's okay. Mitzies, MX, hi, how are you? Sorry if I can't pronounce your name, but it's good to see you. Okay, let me get all my windows lined up here. Looks like the sound is working this time. Okay, the sound is officially working. Hey, I'm okay. So thanks for joining. I'm Seth. I'm going to be sharing original songs with you. Jet, how are you? Oh, man, I just misclicked, and I got my window up all messed up. All right, well, it says I've been live for 4 minutes and nobody's here on... Something's not right. Ah, there's Henry. How are you? Good to see you tonight. So everybody... Oh, you do? Okay, well, I'm there too right now. Homer, how are you? So I'm going to be sharing some original songs with you all. Let's see, I'm going to start with one that I usually don't start with because I just feel like doing something different. I don't do this song that often. Therefore, I might very well mess it up because it actually requires me to play the G chord in a way that I usually don't play it. So there's my excuse. We'll just jump right in. This was the kind of sleepless night I've always dreamed of. The two of us beneath the moonlit sky. The whole world disappeared as you came close to me. With all the heavens shining in your eyes. You kissed me in the moonlight. I heard the angels sing. Maybe it was only a summer night's dream. But if I dare, I'd swear it was the joining of two hearts. You kissed me in the moonlight. Now I'm wishing on a morning star. As the break of day sweeps up on the horizon, I still don't want to let this evening end. mother's arms. And I pray I'll soon be holding you again. You kissed me in the moonlight, I heard the angels sing. Maybe it was only a summer night dream. But if I dare, I'd swear it was the joining of two hearts. You kissed me in the moonlight, now I'm wishing on a morning star. There's a new beginning with the rising sun. Let this be the dawn of a brand new love. You kissed me in the moonlight, I heard the angels sing. Maybe it was only a summer night dream. But if I dare, I'd swear it was the joining of two hearts. You kissed me in the moonlight, now I'm wishing on a morning star. You kissed me in the moonlight, now I'm wishing on a morning star. Thank you, MX. Thank you so much. And let's see. Let's look at the chats. And let's see who has done what. Oh, thank you, Henry, for liking the live. I got all these different chat windows I have to look at here to... It says that I shared my own live video? That's weird. I don't know how I did that, but thank you, me, for sharing my live. Thank you, John. Thank you, Ankush. Thank you, Omer. Thank you, Ganan. Hello, Ankush, how are you? Thank you, MX. Well, you know, I try to go an hour, but lately I have not been able to make it because, you know, if you may know about my long COVID chronic fatigue. So I don't know how long I'm gonna make it tonight. I actually didn't get enough sleep last night on top of the fatigue. So we'll see how long I can make it tonight. And thank you, Ella, for liking the live. And if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to like, share, and follow. And also to support my live. I hope I have a live goal tonight. I think I have one. I should double check. Pretty sure I have one. Thank you. Thank you, Ankush. Okay. All right, I hope to see you again. Ella, did I say thank you? Well, I'm saying it again. Thank you for liking the live. So, oh, thank you. Thank you for the subscribe. Let's see, let's do something a little bit controversial. Hey, Kaya. This song may offend you, but even if it does, you know it's true. And that's probably why it offends you. And the usual disclaimer, I have to sing it sounded like there's an explicit song in the second line, so I'm going to sing another song, word that rhymes with it, and you'll know what it is because it also rhymes with Twitter. He calls it X, I still call it Twitter. Either way, that site has gone into the spitter. Name calling, rage trolling, lies and outright slander. Elon reposting Nazi propaganda. Lies move at the speed of light. No one cares what's wrong or what's right. People spit out insults to that space. They never say straight to your face. Let's take a look at Fox. The way they talk to us, they think we're dumb as rocks. Non-stop, over the top, poison for the mind. 24/7, all outrage all the time. A creation of malignant dreams. A well-oiled hate machine. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Anti-social. 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 Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. They're fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Okay. Oh, thank you, Tara. Oh, and thank you, Jakey. Thank you so much for the subscribe and the like. Sammy, how are you tonight? Oh, thank you for liking the live. For those just joining, I'm Seth. I'm a songwriter. I'm sharing original songs with you. And why don't we just do the simple love song that I wrote in the shower? Who wants to hear the simple love song? That was the goal. I was in the shower and I thought, I just want to write the simplest song I possibly can. And here's what I wrote. Andra, just got one thing to say. It's nothing really new, the same as yesterday. I love you. I see your pretty face. A single thought comes through. Just got one thing to say. I love you. I hope you don't mind if I repeat myself. It's just that you can get to me like no one else. When you take my breath away, there's not much I can do. Just got one thing to say. I love you. There are times when I like to go on and on. Share a story, get a few things off my chest. Being with you right now, all those words are gone. There are only three that say it best. I love you. Just got one thing to say. I love you. Thank you, Isaac. Oh, Isaac, you're back. Thank you so much for all the likes. And Deku, thank you for the likes. And Tia, how are you? And John, how are you? It's so good to see you all tonight. Uh-oh, where did my other chat window go? Oh, there it is. Oh, thank you. Abraham, thank you so much. And Belade, thank you so much. And Neon, how are you? It's called Got One Thing to Say. I could have named it I Love You, but that's kind of Now, I started it with "Got One Thing to Say," so that was kind of the basis and jumping off point for the song. And "I Love You" is just like about the worst possible song title because it's probably been written more than any other song title. But I'm Seth, I'm a songwriter, I'm sharing original songs with you, and I hope you'll hang around. Okay. Oh, you know what? I only posted this on one platform. I guess I ought to post this on more than one platform. But I posted a little clip of this song tonight. I will post it everywhere. So I guess I should do the song. Or I should wait, because maybe people will see the clip and then they'll click on it and they'll join the live and they'll want to hear the song, and I will have already played it. Well, that's okay. I'll play it again if people ask. And if nobody else objects. I never met my grandpa on my mother's side. He abandoned her when she was only 5. My parents treated marriage like a civil war. I feel as if I'm broken at the core. No matter what you see in me today, knowing where I came from, I'm afraid you're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got a heartache flowing through my veins. There's nothing in this world like waking in your arms. But I'm hardwired for a fight or flight response. In my clan, feelings mattered not at all. It's second nature for me to build walls. Talking about the future makes me scared. I'm only telling you because I care. You're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. If I could change, you'd be worth changing for. I wanna try, but you gotta be warned. You're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. Got heartache in my veins. Actually, yes, I have all my... Thank you again, Isaac, for liking the live. I have my music is all on my website, SethHilaryJackson.com, and you don't even have to remember that because there's a link in my profile that you can click, and depending on which platform you're on, where you are, it should say Linktree, and other places it says website, but it actually takes you to a Linktree with my website and all my Spotify and all my streaming platforms, and I have a Discord. The link is there too. And I would love to get some chat going on the Discord. It's been pretty quiet over there. But you know, there's a chat, community chat section, and there's a section for jokes and memes, and a section to talk about music. And so, you know, join there, and we can hopefully get to know each other a little bit. Fabulous. Hey, you know what? I want to make sure, I think I have a live goal, but I want to double check to make sure I actually did set a live goal for tonight. And this is only on one particular platform. Oops, we don't want that. Oh, it says, I don't have a live goal. I can't believe I don't have a live goal. I thought I'd set one, but I didn't. So what am I going to set? You know what? I'm going to set one of my favorite live goals, which is, where is it? Play for you. Oops, 10. No, I'm going to set just one. Just one. And I'm going to set that as the goal because I'm going to play for you. And that's why my live goal is play for you. So also on my website, by the way, you can sign up for my Seth Heads newsletter. I also have artist merch. You can buy merch. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that word. You can get merch. You know, this one platform is very particular about things like that. I'm not supposed to use the word I just used that starts with B. I can say you can get my merch. My merch is available on my website. Speaking of my merch, you know, some of the merch was created from song lyrics. And the first song I ever did that with, I'm going to play that for you now. So there's a line in this song, and it's actually, the title of the song was originally Not a Whole Lot. And you can tell it was written that way. But there's one line that just stood out, and I had to change the title. I actually deleted the song from all the streaming platforms, got a new cover made with a new title, and then I took the line and made it into artist merch. And maybe you'll know what the line is after hearing the song. I'm just laying low, got no place to go, but I've got time. I don't need a car, I've got my guitar and this song of mine. Maybe I should be bored, just me and these four walls. Maybe I should have more, but I'm fine living small. Not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going wrong, not a whole lot. Got gratitude and a heartbeat. What more do I really need? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I like what I've got. I've had a bite to eat. Got 2 shoes on my feet and a place called home. My body works okay. The bills will all get paid, and I like this song. Maybe I could have more, but I could have a lot less. Maybe I can afford a little time with no stress. Not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going wrong, not a whole lot. Got gratitude and a heartbeat. What more do I really need? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. crazy days that tire me out to the bone. It's fine sometimes if the world wants to leave me alone. Not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going wrong, not a whole lot. God, gratitude and a heartbeat. What more do I really need? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I like what I've got. Gratitude and a heartbeat. What more does anyone need? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. So anyway, maybe you guessed it, but the line is gratitude and a heartbeat. What more does anyone need? So I have, t-shirts and hoodies and tote bags and things like that on my website with that line. And other lines from other songs. Maybe I should do another song that has a line. Because these songs all mean a lot to me. That's why there were these lines. I just felt like, God, that line is a message unto itself. So I thought, let me just, create artist merch out of that. Hey, Flavio, how are you? Does that mean, I'm guessing that means good night. Boa? It sounds like, I don't know. I'm hoping that means good night. Well, no, good night means you're leaving, so maybe not. I hope you're going to hang around. And everybody, if you're enjoying my live, I hope you will hang around and hear some more original songs. Share, like, follow, subscribe, whatever it's called on whatever planet you're on. Platform, whatever platform you're on. And Isaac, thank you so much for... Oh, Ava, thank you for liking the live. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And Isaac, thank you for the share. So this song, I turned, you won't believe how old I am. I know I don't look young. You could probably tell I'm not a spring chicken. Should I divulge my age? Should I divulge it? I turned 70 last month. And I'm still keeping up the dream. People say the music business, it's for young people. And I put out my album. I spent many years in the background as a songwriter, writing songs and trying to get them recorded by other artists. So far, I've had a lot of songs recorded, but not by anybody famous. Although I have some songs. I had a song in a movie starring a famous person. Patrick Swayze's last movie. I had a song in his final movie. The movie is called Letters from a Killer. The funny thing is, on the credits, my name is on the credits. But I'm credited with the wrong song. So my song is called Daddy Tried. Mallory, how are you? So I'm just talking about, I don't know if you got here and heard this or not, but so I had a song in Patrick Swayze's final movie. The movie's called Letters from a Killer. My song is called Daddy Tried. And I had a friend who also got a song in the movie. His song is called Desire. But they made a mistake on the credits. And they put my name on Desire, and they put his name on Daddy Tried. But both songs are in the movie. So it's a pretty good movie. It's not like the world's greatest movie, but it's a not a mystery because it is a mystery. It's a murder mystery. It's called Letters from a Killer, and it's about this guy. I guess he's a prisoner, and he starts sending love letters to women. And I saw it a long time ago. And then he starts getting involved with these women when he gets out of jail. And then there's somebody becomes unalived in the movie. So anyway, So where did I started out talking about how I was writing songs in the background. I still haven't had the hit song yet. And I released my first album when I was 62 years old. Even though they say, oh, it's a young person's business. I don't pay attention to those things. So I'm still keeping the dream alive, and I have a song about that. You know, I sometimes I wonder, like, God, am I too old for this? But you know what? Here's the song. A child's birthday is a party with their friends. Mine feels like a countdown to the end. I look back on the distance I have come. There are doors I still want to open up. My body's past its prime, but mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream. I'm young enough to know better. The clock is ticking till the day it's not. While I'm kicking, I'll give it all I've got. My plans maybe aren't meant to be, but a ray of hope is just enough for me. My body's past its prime and mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream, but I'm young enough to know better. When all is done and I'm laid to rest, I'll be at peace if I've done my best. I'm on a quest. My body's past its prime, but mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream. I'm young enough to know better. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream. I'm young enough to know better. I'm young enough to know better. I'm young enough to know better. So the line from that song, a ray of hope is just enough for me. So I have t-shirts and mouse pads and I think hoodies, coffee mugs on my website. So go there, SethHilaryJackson.com, and you don't have to remember it. Just click the link in my profile. Thank you, Mallory. And you know what, Mallory, I have not yet done my latest single. I've been saving it. I've been saving it for you in case you came. Would you like to hear it? You know which song it is. Would you like me to play my latest single for you? And everybody else, for all of you viewers, but I just happen to know Mallory likes this song. All right, Raquel, thank you so much. All right. This is for Mallory and everybody else, and it's also for myself, because this song, you know, it's a personal struggle. I turn my personal struggles into songs. That's what I do. You know, it's really weird. I'm kind of, you know, you're not supposed, nowadays it's cool to talk about mental health and all that stuff. And I have songs about it, but I'm still kind of embarrassed to talk about it. But I turn my struggles into songs. And this is one of those struggles into songs. I check my social media, scroll through the latest news as I create amnesia of the job I need to do. It's been like this for me all day. My nerves are off the charts. I need to find the words to say wishing I could escape, but I don't wanna face the fear of an empty page. You'd think that with my history I'd have a little trust in my own creativity. It feels like boom or bust. The problem is I'm making this about my self-esteem, when I need to be taking this into the world of dreams. So here I sit at my desk, big blank slate in my head, trying to get at it, trying not to panic, stuck inside this place I hate. Just one way to escape, gotta force myself to face the fear of an empty page. I get my fingers moving, just one line. I'm suddenly producing, and I'm fine. Emerging from this place I hate, making one more great escape. All I had to do was face the fear of an empty page. All I had to do was face the fear of an empty page. Thank you, Ava, for all the likes, and Isabella for the likes. And wait a second, I think I missed a message here. It's showing somebody gave me something, my live goal, but I don't see the message anywhere. I don't see who gave me, but it looks like somebody gave me a gift and it didn't show. The message did not appear on my screen. Why is that? Oh, Marty's fine. When Larry sings, Larry is going to sing, but probably not on this live. So somebody gave me something and the message did not show up on my screen. So was it you, Mallory? Did you help me reach my live goal by any chance? Because I see that somebody gave me something and I didn't get any notification. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I didn't see it. I didn't get a notification. You know, TikTok took away my streaming access. You know, I use this app called Streamlabs, and I've had access. You apply and you get accepted, and I've been streaming through it for more than a year. And suddenly they revoked it for anybody who's not a gamer. So now I can still connect to Streamlabs, but I have to use what's called a stream key, which I got through my live agency. So this is the first time I've streamed with the stream key, and so it's I don't know why it didn't give me the message. That's really not nice. That's not nice of the system to not give me the message. I wonder if it's that's not here either. But I really appreciate it. So now let me just reset the live goal. I guess.
I've been letting my baby.
Nah, stop that. I guess I should reset the live goal. Well, I really like Play For You because it's just, I'm going to play for you. Well, I'm going to play for you whether you donate to the goal or not, but I'm going to play for you after you donate to the goal, before and after. My other favorite one is Rockstar, because I want to be a rock star. Kay Wiggles, how are you? Thank thank you again, Ava and Isaac, for liking the live. And everybody, if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe, or whatever it's called. So what was I going to do to follow that song? So I have a new single that I was getting ready to upload it today. And I stopped in the middle of my upload because I've been thinking of changing my artist name. So I've been going as Seth Hilary Jackson. I want to go as just Seth Hilary. And when I went to my distributor to upload the song with a new artist name, I realized, I don't know if I care about this, but first of all, I got to change all my website names. I got to, reserve the new domain, and so that costs money. But I have to change all my usernames. I assume my desired name will still be available, so I have to change all my usernames on all my sites. But on the streaming platforms. Oh, thank you, Mallory. But on the streaming platforms, all my songs that are already up there will still be listed under my old name, and the new songs will be listed under the new name, unless I take them all down and re-upload them, which I could do. But I was like, I don't know if I should go through all that. Oh, thank you, Isaac. Thank you so much. Sophie, how are you? Well, if you love the new name, that's all the more encouragement that I need to maybe change it. So let me do the new song. It's, I haven't uploaded it. I probably set a 1 month. I was going to take all my music off Spotify, but I don't know. Now I changed my mind. I noticed that other sites, like there's these other sites that I can upload music to, but they want Spotify links. So I'm like, oh man. I really hate Spotify. They rip artists off. But I don't know if I gain anything by taking my music down. I'm thinking, they're going to train AI, with my music. But, if they're going to use my music, they're using everybody's music. So I don't know. But this is going to be my next single when I finally get around to uploading it. Waves of missing her keep rolling in. Her empty side of bed staring me down. I try to dry my eyes, but they fill up again. So I give in and let it all pour out. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. First, I hit the bottle, but that didn't work. A rebound romance couldn't turn the tide. One way to get through is just to feel the hurt. Bit by bit, I'm leaving her behind. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. Least I've begun to learn I'm tough enough to be a little weak, to soften up with every tear that falls. There goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. but I'm feeling hints of healing. Though each trickle might be small, I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm feeling hints of healing. Though each trickle might be small, I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. So that is going to be my next single when I finally get around to uploading it. And thank you, Isaac and Ava, for the likes. And thank you, Bilbo is here. And Benny, thank you so much. And Miguel, so I'm a songwriter. I'm here sharing original songs with you. Hey, Doodle, how are you? So I just performed my next single, which has yet to be, like I said, I started to upload it today, and then I hesitated because it's like, okay, am I going to change my artist name or not? I got to make a decision. Well, I can put it off. I put it off on my last single. I uploaded my last single, under my existing and the name I've been using, Seth Hilary Jackson. And I thought about changing it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. Let me wait. So my next single, if I'm going to do this, I got to do it. But it is a lot of hassle. So anyway, but maybe I will. And I have another single also kind of ready to go. I don't know. I'm getting kind of starting to feel the fatigue. I'm surprised I made it this long so far tonight because, in addition to my chronic fatigue, usually I sleep, I get like 12 hours of sleep every night with this chronic fatigue. This morning, well, usually what happens is I wake up after 4 or 5 hours and then I have to get up. And I have to stay awake for an hour or so. And then I go back to bed and I have to take this sleep medication. Otherwise I can't sleep. But this morning, I slept for 7 hours. Like, if I didn't have chronic fatigue, 7 hours would be enough. And I thought, what if I don't go back? Or I could go back without taking the medicine, So I did that. So I only slept like 7 hours and then I had a few naps. I always have naps during the day. But that maybe is too much information. Maybe you don't need to know all that. Don't do what? What am I supposed to not do? Benny, I used to do that like way too much, and I haven't done it since 1989. Well, fatigue and just regular fatigue is different from chronic fatigue syndrome. And mine was triggered by COVID. So it's long COVID, but it's called ME/CFS, myalgic encephalitis / chronic fatigue syndrome. And basically, no, absolutely not, Benny. No, thank you. Digital Wizardry, how are you? So, I want to do another song. I don't know if I should. It might be bad for because part of this chronic fatigue, there's something called post-exertional malaise. I know some of you have heard this before. And I'm pretty sure I've had it for 2 weeks. I think I finally may have gotten over it. Yesterday was sort of a normal day for me. I mean, a normal day is still, I can't go more than like 4 hours without having to take a nap. But the whole previous 2 weeks, I couldn't go more than 2 hours. So yesterday was closer to normal. So I don't want to get it again. But I want to do, I got a bunch of songs I want to do. I wish Eddie were here, because Eddie came last time and asked for this song, and I was done doing songs. And I thought, next time. But I haven't seen him tonight. Hey, monkey! Yes, I did take my COVID shot. But, I mean, that reduces there's different research. First, some research says it doesn't change your chances of getting chronic fatigue, but new research says it reduces the chance, but it doesn't eliminate it. When did you see the digital? When did you hear the song? Which song was it? Oh, Mike, okay. Which song did you hear in the short? Actually, the one of the two songs I was thinking of doing is a love song. The other one's a really fun breakup song. Believe it or not, I have a couple of fun breakup songs. And they both have similar titles. So there's one that I wrote 30 years ago. And some of you know this song. It's called Dumb and Dumber. And then after I released Dumb and Dumber as a single, I think that probably triggered this idea. So Eddie Cunningham, he comes to my live sometimes. He's a really great singer and songwriter. And he came to me with this idea called Dumb and Famous. So we wrote that together. Dumb and Dumber. Mallory wants Dumb and Dumber. And since Mallory gave me a play for you, I'm going to play for you, Mallory. You get the privilege. When it comes to my heart, I always use my head. I don't get involved, 'cause I know how insane love gets. I read the book about Venus and Mars with my feet firmly on Earth. But I fell for her and blew it real bad, then messed it up worse. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. She's a homecoming queen. She's the 4th of July. One look at her and I was stark raving out of my mind. We lit a flame till my brain stepped in and said, get a grip on yourself. Now I gotta see her holding hands with somebody else. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. I use logic, I take calculated risks, but I didn't count on wanting her like this. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, oh man, did I catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber Thank you, Mallory, for sharing and liking the live. And Ava, thank you for liking the live. Hey, Mike, thank you for the cheer. I hate to disappoint you, Mike, but I was not wearing a Browns shirt. I know the shirt of which you, oh, thank you. Now I see it. That looks like a confetti? Thank you so much, Mallory. Is that a confetti? What is that? It shows me the picture. It doesn't show me the name. That's the annoying thing about streaming here. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Mallory. It was not a Browns shirt. It was a brown shirt, as in Brown University. Johns Hopkins, that's also a university. But I didn't go there. Oh, you're asking for Gabrielle, and I would... Oh, man, I don't think I can do any more songs, unfortunately, this evening because of the fatigue. But I do this on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 9 o'clock. I know, I have so many songs I want to play for you. So Johns Hopkins University, I'm a songwriter. I'm here to share original songs. I occasionally can be talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover. But other than that, I do originals. I mentioned last time, I'm thinking maybe I should also add a Beatles cover. Because I'm a big Deadhead. When I was a kid, the Beatles were like, I was obsessed with the Beatles. So they kind of shaped my musical, whatever. It's funny because my biggest influences are the Grateful Dead, the Beatles, probably Jethro Tull, and Cream and the Doors. And my music doesn't sound like any of those bands. K-pop. I wrote one song with this guy in Nashville. I don't know. He talked me into, he was a producer and he kept talking me into, I had money at one time. But so I had money to spend on demos and he kept convincing me to demo these songs. And some of them were really good and some of them weren't that good. And we wrote this one song which wasn't really that great. And he said, this should be K-pop. So we made a demo of the song in the K-pop style. And this was before K-pop was really big. And I pitched it to this publisher and she goes, she says, with that top line, this will never make it in K-pop. I'm like, yeah, this was totally inappropriate song for K-pop. What was it called? I don't even remember what it was called. I could probably find it. But so I kind of sort of have a K-pop song. But well, I'm probably not going to do a K-pop cover because, as I said, I'm a songwriter. I'm here to mostly share original songs. Occasionally, I will do a Grateful Dead cover just because I'm such a big Deadhead. But except for that, my thing is songwriting. I've been a songwriter forever. I know. Stunning. It's stunning. My songs are a mix of genres, but K-pop is not one of them. I should try to do a song, I'm the kind of songwriter who would, sometimes take on a challenge. Okay, let me see if I can write a K-pop song. I don't know if I could write a K-pop lyric, though. I probably could if I really worked at it hard enough, but depends on how much, especially now with the fatigue, the effort I have to put into a challenge like that could be a lot. Who is the Grateful Dead? The Grateful Dead was the original jam band. They had the prototypical jam band. They came out of the psychedelic era in the 60s. They were So back when the psychedelic thing was starting out in the San Francisco area, the Haight-Ashboro district, there were these hippies, and there was this guy named Ken Kesey who became a famous author. And he had a group that he led called the Merry Pranksters, and they were doing, I'm not allowed to say, well, I guess I can say the word acid. TikTok doesn't know that that's a thing, but they were doing that, and he would throw these parties called the acid tests, and the Grateful Dead would be the house band at these acid test parties. And so they started playing like really long, really extended jams and psychedelic style music, and then they had a 30-year career. They originally started out as like a jug band, believe it or not, like a bluegrass jug band, and then they went electric and they started doing blues. And then they started doing this really psychedelic music. And then they started getting back to the roots, and they started adding a lot of country and, rock and roll songs to their repertoire. And they evolved into having these shows where, like, the first set, they would do mostly just songs. And they did a lot of cover songs. They did country covers, and they did Bob Dylan songs. And, they did a lot of originals in different styles. And, they had, like, everything. They had rock, and they had folk, and they had country, and they had funk, and blues, and folk, did I say that? And they did all these things, and then they take a break, and then they come back and they do these jams. Jam songs, including like this electronic space music and stuff. So they were famous for their live shows, and I have a collection of hundreds of hours of live Grateful Dead, and they recorded them. Most of their concerts, and they have this vault where they stored all the recordings, and they still have this Grateful Dead organization, and they have a vault archivist who goes through the vault and chooses concerts to release. They release 4 of those a year, and then usually 1 box set a year. And then there's a live music archive on the web, which has all these Grateful Dead recordings. So I sometimes will peruse the archive, and I'll find a show that looks interesting, and I'll download it onto my phone, and then I'll listen to it. Especially, thank you, Sarah, you too. So, especially when since I have this fatigue, I'm lying down so many hours a day, so I have plenty of time to listen to music. And usually it's the Grateful Dead. Actually, every once in a while, it's like, okay, I've had enough Grateful Dead. I got to listen to something else. So today I started listening to jazz. I was listening to, and it's like, there's some jazz artists, really famous jazz artists that I really don't listen to, and I really ought to listen to. So today I started listening to John Coltrane. Is that why 80s sounded different? That may be true. Except Jerry Garcia, the leader and founder of the Grateful Dead, was addicted to a different substance. One that has the opposite of effect of coke. The one that starts with H, which eventually indirectly led to his passing. He actually had a heart attack. But because of this H substance, he became lazy and like really, really out of shape, and he checked into this rehab center, and like while he was detoxing, he had a heart attack, and they didn't check on him. They didn't monitor him carefully, and I blame this rehab center. They put him in a room. Here's this like really out of shape guy in his 50s. And he's detoxing, and they just put him in a room, and they just like, oh, every 4 hours we'll check on him. And he had a heart attack in the meantime, and he passed away. Millie, how are you? So for those just joining, I'm Seth. I'm a songwriter. I've been sharing original songs. I am kind of done with songs for tonight because of my chronic fatigue. But I will be back Tuesday, 9 o'clock New York time. I usually try to go for about an hour of doing songs, and then I like to hang around if I can, which is what I'm doing now. I'm hanging around with you all. Until I run out of things to say or I get too fatigued and I gotta lie down. And I'm probably gonna have to lie down pretty soon. You have no idea how tired I am of lying down. I'm so tired of being tired. I know that should be a song, right? But I think that's been done. I'm pretty sure there's been songs about I'm tired of being tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I would write that, but I'm pretty sure it's been written. That doesn't mean I can't write it again. You know, if you're going to write an idea that's been written before, my philosophy is either write it differently or write it better. Oil Dog of New Mexico. Is that a band? I've never heard of them. Oil of Dog, I'm sorry, in New Mexico. I figured there had to be a song. Well, I don't know if I can compete with Ozzy. I don't know if I want to compete with Ozzy. But if I really wanted to show off, I would say, okay, I'm gonna write a song that Ozzy wrote, but I'm gonna write it better than he did. But I don't know if I could, because I don't even know what that song would be about. Other than, I already wrote a song about my chronic fatigue. It's called Long Haul, and you can hear that one, by the way. I haven't done that in a while, but it's on my website. It's on Spotify. A radio station. Oh, okay. So, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, my song Long Haul is on my website, SethHilaryJackson.com. There is a link in my profile that you can click that will take you to my website and all my other streaming platforms. And on my website, you can not just stream, but you can also download my music. You can get my artist merch. You can also sign up for my Seth Heads newsletter, which I really don't send out that often, but I do send out when I have an announcement, usually a new single, a new release. I don't know how you can go to bed that way, but speaking of radio, I just got this promoter. I don't know how good they are to pitch my latest single, Empty Page, to college radio stations. They said they're going to pitch it to 150 college radio stations, but they didn't tell me which ones. And so far, I haven't heard anything back from them. So they said they'd let me know if any of the stations accepted the pitch, but I have not heard anything yet. I feel like, the song I should really pitch to college radio, and I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it again. These people don't charge much, which makes me question how good they are, but at least somebody's sending the songs, you never know. But I should send anti-social media to college radio. I think that would be a hit on college radio. Oh, I know that song, Shadow. By the way, that's what's his name? Darius Rucker. But I'm a songwriter. I do originals. So Hey TC. So as I mentioned, I'm a songwriter. I'm here to share original songs with you. But I have this one country song that sounds like Alan Jackson. I have never performed it in one of my lives. There's a line in it that kind of dates the song. I wrote it in the early 90s, and it's about this diner. And in the song, the guy has these sunrise specials. And in the song, it says the $2 sunrise specials. So I guess I'd have to change the number. Nobody could. Well, that's what the line is actually, with these $2 sunrise specials. I don't know how he makes enough to survive. But even that is unrealistic today. It would maybe have to be a $5 sunrise special. And that wouldn't sing as well. But the song is called It Ain't the Money. And people, tell me, that sounds just like Gone Country. And I'm like, I didn't think of that when I wrote it, but it ain't the money. It's the same notes, but it's a different rhythm. It's not the same number of syllables. He's gone country, and mine is, it ain't the money. Gone country. So it's not really the same melody, but so many people have said, that song sounds like Gone Country. But I really like that song, actually. That song, well, I don't know if I should tell this story. So I met this songwriter at this songwriting pitch session. It was a publisher pitch session, and she was from Nashville, and she played the song. It was really good. So I asked her if she wanted to write with me, and she said, okay. So she came over, and let's just say I was not impressed. It turned out, I see what she did. She found a really good writer to write with, and that writer wrote the song. There are people who do that. It's hard to do that because the good writers don't want to write with you, but sometimes, somehow, if you say the right thing or something, some people manage to get in there and get a writing appointment with somebody good. It happens. And so obviously, in my opinion, she had done that. So I decided, well, yeah, this isn't going anywhere. So she went home, and this was in the days of fax machines. And then she faxed me this song lyric idea, and it was really bad. But it made me think of something else. It made me think of another idea. It started out, if you saw the original idea and you saw my song, you could see, oh yeah, I see the similarity, but there's not one word from that song in my song. And I went through this agonizing thing of whether or not I should give this person writing credit on the song, because, the rule is in Nashville, anybody who's in the room with you gets an equal share of the song. I thought, well, she wasn't in the room with me. I didn't ask her to write with me, but she sent me this thing and it inspired an idea, so I felt like obligated to give her credit, but I ended up offering her a third of the song. Well, I don't usually write songs online with my viewers. That also brings in potential legal problems. I don't want to get into any legal problems. Unfortunately, those things happen. So anyway, I think I'm gonna end the live. I'll be back Tuesday. If I have some energy, I'll jump on for an unscheduled live in between. But I do this Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 9 o'clock New York time. I usually try to go an hour. And we made it tonight. So hope I'll see you again next time.